When came back up to school here, I was in Charles Hall and was playing guitar, and I heard down the hall, I heard somebody else playing guitar, and I recognized it was Metallica. So I walked down the hall and I knocked on the door. I had no idea who it was, and Alan Callie opened the door, and I hadn't seen him in years. And we pretty much grew up together. I mean, he's a good bit older than me, but kind of he babysat me when I was a kid, and I'd known his family all my life. So we jammed together a little bit, and then he told me about this band that he was in, and so I came to a show, and it was awesome. It was No Reserve, and I mean never really heard of it before, and I ended up going to probably 15 shows at least over the course of a year and a half. Tried to get out to every show that they had, and I love the music. I learned every word to every song, and I was out there in the crowd in the bars at 2 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else was filing out, going home to go to bed, and I'm ready. I'm singing along, and it was all 8-9 months ago. I'd been out to a bunch of No Reserve shows, and Grant said, "Hey, why don't we jam sometime?" And so we ended up getting together one night, and we ended up going through. They had a show the next day, and we ended up going through the whole set list and just playing around with the songs, and I ended up learning a bunch of the songs off the set list. Could pretty much play the rhythms, at least basic parts of the rhythm guitars through the whole set list, and then Alan and Stephanie left, and we weren't entirely sure. Nobody really knew what was going to happen with it, and so Grant called me when I came back up to school after the summer, and he said, "Hey, come over and jam. Not sure what's going to happen with it, pretty much, but let's just jam and have fun and play some music. Maybe we'll start coming up with some new stuff." And it just kind of came together. I mean, it was really pretty crazy. We just kind of got some of the old band members together, brought some new people in. We started playing some music together and testing and kind of finding each other's comfort zones, and we really started to gel and come together and create really amazing music. And it's really awesome for me being able to work with the band and work with individual people in the band and develop myself as a musician and my own style, which really all I've ever been able to do in the past was play along the music that somebody else had written, and now I get to work with a band, with an extremely talented band, and create original music that I absolutely love. I mean, playing it is fun. Listening to the lyrics, understanding them, knowing where they came from is amazing, and being part of this as a whole is phenomenal.